Linton, a win, but the emotions on the faces at the end sort of looked like you weren't enjoying it all that much. Pick through the bones of the game and the performance for us.
Yeah, obviously it's a good win for us. Obviously we kind of needed that one. And I think the first period we played what we wanted to. I think that was maybe a bit of a carryover from Wednesday where we were doing the little things right, and that's what made us successful on Wednesday. And seeing that kind of made us successful today in the first period. I think obviously they came out with a bit of jump at the start of the second. Maybe we just weren't quite ready for that kind of pushback that they were going to have, and obviously they got us on those two. But we righted the ship and we kind of settled into it and ended out that second. Obviously got that goal back and kind of felt a little bit better now going into the third. And then, obviously kind of penalty trouble kind of caught up to us a little bit in that third period. But we kind of had to stand strong there going down the stretch in the last five. And I think obviously at the end of the day we just got to be happy that we came out with the 2 points. I think.
After that jump in the first period, you almost seemed to just do enough to keep your noses in front. You must be happy with that, but also equally frustrated that you couldn't put the game to bed decisively.
Yeah, obviously you'd like to have kind of, for us to come out and maybe got that early one, maybe kind of take the wind out of their sails a touch. But as I said, we kind of had to find a bit of an extra gear just to dig in and try and get through that second period. And I said that third period it was a bit of an emotional roller coaster. I said when you give up one, then you get that one back, and then kind of, I said just the penalty trouble kind of caught up to us in the third, right? There are certain aspects that we're going to dig into here and start to correct, ready for tomorrow, because obviously it's another big game for tomorrow, right? We got to get that one as well. So, and Coventry are feeling themselves. I've seen that they went into Sheffield and took the 2 points tonight. So, I said they're not going to exactly be a pushover to go into there. So, I said there are things that we can correct, and we'll look at that first period and say that's our standard right there. That's what we need to be playing night in, night out for 60 minutes.
You said emotional roller coaster there. Do you want them to deal with the roller coaster a little bit better?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. They all stack up as kind of lessons, right? When all said and done, we now have that one behind us where now we know the ups and downs that a period like that can take. And I think we've just got to make sure that we keep our heads right in how we were in the first period and just keep kind of playing our game. One of our identity factors is that we never change our game from what the score is, whether that be up by 4, down by 4, up by 1, down by 1. It's always kind of Panthers hockey, right?
Just to end on the positive, how pleased to give the home fans that first win here of the season?
Yeah, I'd say. These guys were phenomenal tonight, especially going down the stretch there. You could kind of tell that the guys got that little bit of extra push just from how loud the crowd was. And it's always a great crowd here, right? Like they always show out strong and noisy as ever. So, as I said, we love playing here for a reason, and it definitely gives us a bit of that home ice advantage, right?